The Real Monica Adams Show is brought to you by Exist Stretch. Stop by for your free consultation and 30-minute introductory stretch today.
Welcome into a Foodie Friday on the Real Monica Adams Show. So we're playing some of our best of until I'm back with you live on June 2nd. This one of my favorites, Chef Lou Rook, who is one of the most outstanding area from Annie Gunn's in the Smokehouse market, and Glenn Bardgett, who is with their wine program. So those men know how to pair food and wine unlike any others. If you've never been to Annie Gunn's in Chesterfield, folks, you're missing out. He is going to just light us up today. If you didn't get a chance to see one of our favorites in our Slyman Brothers kitchen, this is it with Chef Lou and Glenn from Annie Gunn's. Enjoy. Good morning and welcome to another Foodie Friday. You know, I was just saying this off camera. I am in the beginning of all of these months introducing you to good friends of mine. I think it's going to be years before we get through all the friends that I've known in my career. Super excited to introduce you to two of my favorites, Chef Lou Rook from Annie Gunn's and Glenn Bardgett, who does the incredible wine program at Annie Gunn's. And I've known these guys, wow, since my WIL days, since my KMOX days.
100 years.
We look good for 100. If you have not been to Annie Gunn's and Smokehouse Market, boy, are you missing out. Literally just drive down 6440 and just smell it in the air and then get off. And if you can, without a reservation, get in there. It is some of the most amazing food. I couldn't believe how long it had been around. So it opened in 1989, which is when I graduated high school, by the way.
Oh my
But the building is from 1937?
Yes.
That's incredible. And then all of you, if you don't know, the flood of 93 closed so much down in the Chesterfield Valley. So it wasn't a full year though. It was what you said, August through March of the next
August
year?
to March. Yeah, August 93 we shut down. March of 94 we opened.
And you came in during all that in the 93.
October of 93. Yeah.
So before we get into what we're going to make today, I want to give some history about two of the most incredible chefs. And here's how you're going to do this. So say the word so that everybody knows. How do you say SOMMELIER?
Sommelier.
Okay, so there's so many people that'll come on and they'll say sommelier, sommelier. Say it one more time.
Sommelier.
Sommelier. Okay, what does that mean, Glenn?
Means you're a wine specialist, basically. My official title at Annie Gunn's is Wine Director.
Wine Director.
Which everybody can pronounce. So that's
Two words instead of one that has several syllables.
But I have the accreditation of a sommelier.
Yeah.
I don't really work tables very often, but I take care of the wine program at Annie Gunn's with a lot of help with Chef Lou.
And we're going to talk about how the two of them ever met, and then here they are working so many years. So since 1993, and then you've been there since when?
2001.
Wow. So what makes you stay at a place for as long as they have? It's the passion and it's a great team, which you look at the team of Annie Gunn's and you have some of the best in the business. How did you get into even dreaming I wanted to be a chef one day?
My father and mother bought a root beer stand in Wood River, Illinois.
Really?
Yeah, old fashioned, made our own root beer and griddle burgers and Coney Islands. And I started there at 9 years old, stocking and then working the line. And here I am today. I mean, it kind of went from there, but you know what I mean? That's where it started.
That's your introduction, right?
That's how it started.
How did you get into wine?
Got lucky. I was living in Honolulu. I was in Hawaii during Vietnam.
I think I remember you telling me that.
And a friend of mine said, University of Hawaii is giving wine tasting courses. And I said, oh, okay, let's do it. First class, the first night, I was hooked. And I said, this is what I want to do. Really? I was fascinated. There were courses. It was the auditorium at University of Hawaii. And there was like 100 people in the class. And I was just unbelievably overwhelmed with the excitement that, you know, wine is politics, wine is economics, wine is history, wine is geography, wine is anything you can think of in life somewhere is connected with wine.
I agree.
And so I got in the wine business in Hawaii, and then I'm from St. Louis, Overland, North County. And I moved back.
All from North County.
Yeah.
All the good kids coming out of North County.
And I moved back. Got a job with 905 stores. 905
oh my gosh, you're taking me back.
And I was wound up being one of the buyers there. Then I had my own store for a few years and wound up getting hired to work with Chef Lou and Tom Sainert.
Again, some of the best in the business. You just brought me back to my days when I was a kid. My dad used to go to 905 and buy the worst beer. You ready for it? Schaefer. That was not good beer.
Because 905 beer was good.
I don't want to use this in cooking.
No.
If you're just tuning in, we are featuring one of the best. What was that?
Lost the light.
We are featuring a spotlight on Annie Gunn.
Timing.
Lou Rook, Glenn Bardgett. We're going to make today, before we get deeper into the history of Annie Gunn's, tell us what we're making, and then we'll talk about the ingredients you need.
We're doing a pan-roasted prime ribeye. Okay. And it'll be finished off when we get it out. We'll carve it, and it'll be finished with a Yukon Gold potato chanterelle mushroom hash.
Okay, so he told me what we were going to make, and I was like, all right, so some of these dishes to you might sound a little fancier. So we always do the from 1 to 5 forks difficulty. What would you give this?
I'm saying 3. And we talked about it earlier, so probably 45 minutes to an hour start to finish. If you started fresh at home.
Right. So from you all going, well, let's go get the incredible ingredients and get them from Smokehouse Market. Then come home and you're saying, I haven't done anything yet, so I've got to do it all, give myself about an hour. If they've done obviously prep work, it would be.
Right now, we're going to be done, 25 minutes. As
Which
long as
is
it takes to cook the steak. So.
And so how would you say that should be cooked for us? Is it medium rare?
These are prime ribeyes, and I know people like rare and mid-rare, but when you're dealing with highly marbled meat, I think a strong mid-rare or even medium is the best.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think medium is the best for any cut.
Because it gets all this goodness. Everybody talks about the marble, but when you eat it rare and it's cold in the middle or cool center, none of this is, it's flavorless. It's cold fat. I hate to put it that way.
Sound good?
But that's what it is. But so you really want to get all this working.
But it's prime fat.
But it is prime fat. Exactly.
It's high-end fat, folks.
Yes. So anyway, that's always my recommendation. And like this last weekend, we were featuring a veal chop. And everybody says veal's always not chewy. Well, that's not true. And rare veal has bite. Mid-rare veal has less bite, and medium's perfect.
See? Medium. There you go. So that's how you're going to do it. So we've got several ingredients we're going to cook. We're also going to tell you about an incredible wine dinner that you have coming up. We're going to talk about the history of Annie Gunn's if you've never been before. The addition that came also. I'm not even going to try to pronounce what that new room is.
Falche.
Falche?
Falche.
It is not what it looks like. It's spelled what? F-A-I-L-T-E?
Yeah. F-A-I-L-T-E.
Does that look like Falche? No. But
Falche.
is it Gaelic?
Gaelic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at me doing my history. Okay, so we are, by the way, in our new kitchen. For those of you that are tuning in going, this looks different. Yes, we debuted it a couple of weeks ago, but it's beautiful. This is our Simon Brothers kitchen. How often do you cook on induction?
Never.
Right. So I always ask every chef if they like gas, electric, or induction the best. Are you going to tell me gas?
I love gas. There's some old electric that had the coils that you get different temperatures on. They're not bad. And I've cooked on induction, and it's you just got to get used to it.
Correct.
That's all it is.
That's it. And that's actually the challenge. Every chef, but there is a chef we just had in that said, oh, my entire kitchen's induction. I'm like, oh, see? So things are changing just like cars, right? You're like, is that car on? It sounds very quiet.
Well, in New York, they make them put induction in.
Oh, they do?
Their kitchens.
Interesting.
They're trying to switch all that over in New York City.
So yeah, they are usually the lead in a lot of things. So we'll see what happens with that. It's just the way of the world now, right? So if you are looking for induction or gas or electric, again, in your own kitchen, I want you to support those that support us. So Simon Brothers Appliances have been around for 60 years. So you just did an event with March of Dimes. How did that go?
Amazing. Raised
Several
a lot
chefs.
of money. I think there was 25 chefs.
Wow.
Total. Everybody doing their own thing, and people come and dine for an hour and a half, and there's wine being poured and there's beverages, and then it's time to buck up.
What did you make?
We did beef tenderloin sandwiches and our smoked shrimp.
And were they medium?
Probably a little bit on the rare side. But I do like rare tenderloin. There you go. You got me.
Okay, I found out.
Perfectly cooked.
I heard that there was a lot of money raised, and thank you to all the chefs and everybody that was a part of that. But yeah, we've got some pictures that we're showing you from that event. So thank you for that. Thank you for giving back. Annie Gunn's has always been very, very big on that. One more time, Slyman Brothers Kitchen. So this is actually Jen Air, which is super cool. I love that Chef Lou walked in and went, oh, this is a fancy oven. Yes, so whatever it is that you need for your appliances, we used to cook with the Sub-Zero and Wolf and Cove. Now we've got Jen Air. You find the appliance that makes sense to you in your kitchen, and remember to support those that support us. Okay, so we talked about the ingredients. Are these from a garden that you guys are affiliated with?
Yeah, this is still Tony Tomato. I don't know if they,
love him.
So
Yes, he's been on
Tony,
before.
so these are still his tomatoes. Still,
Wow.
third week of October. We're
Really?
still getting. Well, we had a great, all that heat and no rain.
Yeah, that helped.
A lot of times when you get a lot of moisture and then you get the hot and cold, they start, they start rotting basically. And with all that dry and hot, they're still.
They look delicious. These are my kind of tomatoes.
They're still really good. So
Tony
it's pretty
tomato
amazing.
is the best.
Yeah.
Where'd you get your mushrooms from?
Mushrooms are out of Pacific Northwest from a company called Foods in Season, and they do mail order or online ordering. So you can order these, well, if they have them. So these are button chanterelles that are just probably my favorite mushroom on the planet.
Do you have anything on them, like a seasoning or anything, or is that
Nope,
how they are?
that's how
Look
they
at
are.
the color of those.
Yeah, they're just
beautiful.
gorgeous. Yeah.
And then where would these by chance be from?
So this is all prime, U.S. prime, so it's out of the Northern Plains. We specify where they come from. So typically the cattle's coming either out of Iowa, Nebraska, the Dakotas, nothing south of Kansas, nothing west of Kansas.
Okay.
Is where we source all of our meats from.
And then we can buy those from Smokehouse Market?
Yep.
That's the thing. You want to get some incredible meat. You want to get unbelievable seafood, by the way, and probably some of the biggest shrimp I've ever seen in my life. They have it at Smokehouse Market. I miss going there on a weekly basis. My beginning of my personal training career was in the Brinkman building. So I was always I was always over there.
Neighbors.
Yeah, neighbors for sure. It was kind of like, I felt like Norm going into a bar. Hi, Monica. What are you going to have today? So Smokehouse Market and Annie Gunn's. If you've never been there, introduce yourself. You will fall in love. Okay, well, we're going to get to cooking. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll have more with Chef Lou and Glenn from Annie Gunn's when we return.
When you want to feel good, you work out at Crunch. You don't go here, because here feels bad. But here we help you feel good, feel strong, feel rejuvenated.
Join Crunch Fitness today.
And welcome back. We're having fun at break. You know what? I really need to do an entire show of what happens in between the commercial breaks, because that's the true story. If you're just tuning in, it's a Foodie Friday, and we are featuring none other than Annie Gunn's. Have you been? I'd love for you to drop a comment in either live or when you watch us when you come home later, maybe over a good glass of wine, or you're making dinner and going, oh my God, I love Annie Gunn's. I went there for this, or I've always wanted to go there. Well, then let's introduce you to some of my favorites. Chef Lou Rook. We're making sizzling noises. Lou Rook the third.
Yes, the third.
Okay,
Yes.
fancy. I want to have numbers after my name. Glenn Bardgett, again, runs the wine program, the wine director at Annie Gunn's and Smokehouse Market. So I grabbed these at the break, the menu as well as something very fancy and wonderful that's coming to the Falche room. Which, by the way, when did that all come about?
It's been 2 years now.
Almost 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. I think in September we opened it.
Oh my gosh, the pictures are gorgeous. So this is a great place for, maybe a wedding or corporate events or things like that.
We've had everything imaginable from weddings to funerals.
We always want good food after.
And that was a category we didn't expect the volume that we're doing of that. But lots of wine events, lots of, we've actually had comedians there. We've had dance floors. We've had weddings.
How many people does it fit?
Seated, we can seat 80.
80 to 100, I think. Okay,
80 is about the max. We've had 84. It's really tight.
It's tight. You
But
gotta love those people.
that's for seated dinners.
Okay.
If you want more of a buffet style,
Yeah, you can
you can have
that.
120.
Okay. Yeah, it's very beautiful if you have not been, and it also has that if you want to have an open air feel. It's beautiful. So a couple years, if you haven't been to Annie Gunn's in a while, then you don't even know what I'm talking about. It's a really great space. Is that where the Keenan dinner is going to
Yeah.
be?
Right.
Okay, so when's that going to be held? November 13th?
November 13th.
Are tickets still available for this?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what are you going to serve that night?
Oh,
You want to look at that?
that's a few days ago.
He's always got like 10 menus in his
Oh,
hand.
hey, I understand that.
Well, the biggest selling point to me on this dinner is all the wines are 2015 vintage.
Oh,
Well,
really?
there's four reds. They're all 11 years old.
Okay, we need to come to this because that's when the year I got married.
Wow.
I
you
think
go.
this is a must. I love Keenan, by the way.
So, we're going to start with the Chardonnay. And with that, we're doing a lot of seafood. We're doing Dover sole, grilled lobster, pink shrimp fritters. And then you jump into all the big reds. We got a brisket grilled cheese. We got porcini mushroom risotto. We're
you
doing
had my
lamb
husband at the
chops.
word brisket.
We got a silly rabbit dish. I always call it
silly
silly rabbit.
You silly rabbit.
I know. And then we finish with cookies and petitfours. And
Oh, come on.
all with these beautiful wines from Keenan, which is just one of the oldies but goldies.
It is
They're
phenomenal.
They're up on the top of the mountain range between Napa and Sonoma. And these are all mostly their own vineyards. They bought a little extra fruit there. But the fact that these wines are all, when I started looking at the list that was available, and they had all these 2015s, I said, can we get cases of these? And they said, yeah. So we were thrilled because Chef and I have been doing dinners together before we worked
together, right?
And we've never had a chance to do a whole meal of 11-year-old wine.
I'm pretty sure that this man is the reason I went to Keenan and when we were in Napa Valley. He actually, I love this story. So we go, and there was Round Pond, okay, a phenomenal winery there. There was a tornado or there was something that happened. They lost power, and they sent over this gorgeous basket to our hotel room. It felt so bad that we couldn't go. And so I end up telling him, hey, we couldn't go and see them. And he quickly makes a phone call and gets us into, do you remember this? Opus One.
Oh, we did get you.
And he's
Opus,
like,
yeah.
I did not know the power I had.
I'd like
He
to-
knows a lot of people.
I'd like to take credit for that because everything was lined up to do that right.
God was on our side.
yeah.
If you're just tuning in. See, I told you this was just going to be fun, hamming it up, having a good time. Chef Lou Rook from Annie Gunn's, Glenn Bardgett, the wine director again at Annie Gunn's and Smokehouse. We are going to cook for you. So we're making, tell them again for those that are just tuning in, what we're making today.
So prime ribeyes, we're going to pan roast them with a chanterelle mushroom Yukon Gold potato hash.
And again, he's done some of the pre-prep work for you, but we're going to sear, and then we're going to use for the first time. We haven't had a chance to use our new oven
New
yet.
oven and everything. So I just salt and peppered the meat. Kosher salt is what I use, okay? And then I've got the hot pan here. Obviously, you
we
can
can
see it
see that
smoking.
now. Sizzling.
And we really want that because we want to get a crust.
Okay.
And we might end up having to adjust this because, again,
We don't want to overdo
take
it.
it up again.
Look at that.
Yeah, so we want to
That
get
looks
it.
good. Right.
So that's what we're going to do to begin with.
And that would only need about how long?
We're probably going to leave it on each side, probably 2 minutes.
Okay.
And then in the oven, 12 minutes or so. I'll have to check it and make sure, but that's what I'm
Don't
going
forget
with.
it because we burnt an arancini on a past show.
You told me that. I hope it doesn't jinx me.
No, I will keep an eye on it. I promise that. So for those who have not been to Annie Gunn's, Chef, tell them if you were to go down the menu, if we had a little asterisk next to all this and said Chef Lou's picks, what would it be in the appetizers?
Appetizers right now, I'd probably do the pork belly and the foie gras.
Okay. Tell them what
also
foie
does-
gras is so some people
So
have no
foie
clue.
gras is goose liver, basically. And then we're doing it sauteed with, I don't know, I think we're doing applesauce on it right now.
Just try it. I'm telling you, you might hear that and go, huh? Try it. Keep an open mind.
And this dish here, the yukwe, which is a Korean steak tartare, really fun. And been well received too. Because we
Is that
always,
new?
Yeah, we always have a raw preparation on. We usually do carpaccio or
Yes.
steak tartare,
Yes.
traditional. And it got boring, and I just Googled raw meat dishes. And here comes 14 of them. This is one of them called yukwe.
I would eat it. My husband would not. We went to the Barolo region of Italy last fall, and he literally asked me, do they know how to cook meat here?
They do a lot of raw meat there.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So the last day, we're at the we were at the Truffle Festival. And for about 5 hours, he's not a fan of truffles either. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me.
Oh.
He goes, can we just go get a pizza? And I'm like, sure. We go and order a pizza. He orders the pizza. It's raw. My favorite story from Italy last fall. He couldn't wait to come back home and have meat that's cooked.
You were in Barolo?
Yes.
Oh,
we were
that's
in
beautiful
Piemonte,
there.
Alba, the
Yeah,
Langhe
Alba,
region.
Langhe.
Woo! Yeah,
I've been there. It's
it was a
incredible.
great trip. You do have to try their soup, by the way. You are known for your potato soup.
Yep.
How long has that been on the menu?
Well, it was there before I got there.
Oh, really?
But I can tell you a quick story.
Yes, please.
So the first day that we reopened, Tom and I were like, we just got to do this. So we didn't have like a guest server or anything. We just unlocked the door. Now we had the staff there and everything, but the guy who was the kitchen manager before,
I'm going to make sure you keep an eye on this.
I got it.
I got it, Monica.
No, I think anyway. Anyway, so the guy that was the kitchen manager before said, I'll take care of making the potato soup. Well, you got to remember, Annie's was just that one little side back
Right.
when he was running it. So I worked all night long, and it's time for us to go. I go, Bruce, where's the potato soup? And he comes up with a pot this big of potato soup. We did 700 people that day.
Oh, no. What?
Yeah.
First day.
So I said, I'll take care of it.
Exactly.
So I had to rework the recipe and make it in bulk because they were just small. I mean, it was a small place.
They
back
needed
then.
your guidance.
So we had, anyway, I'll never forget that. We were out in like an hour, and we fixed it. But so anyway, yeah, potatoes been there forever.
I know Faith, by the way, is very big into the Saint families. Everything community, faith.
Right.
So if you're faith-based, you did what Jesus did.
Oh, there you go.
Let me turn water into wine and let me get the loaves and fishes.
I got it.
He hasn't
me
heard
the
that.
baskets.
You haven't heard that in a while, have you?
All right, I am now going to take this and put it in the oven.
Okay, so we're
Okay.
going to transfer it.
Yep.
So searing it, he did for about
watch it, that's
5
hot.
minutes or less. But the good thing about the appliances, by the way, from Simon Brothers, this is why some people do in their homes, Glenn, like induction. Because if you've got small kids, or you think of someone that is elderly and they leave something on, as soon as that pot is taken off of there, if he didn't transfer it, it'll shut itself off. Right? And for young kids, it's still warm, but it's nothing like they're putting their hand in fire.
In fire,
Yeah.
exactly.
So again, Simon Brothers Kitchen, yes, you're getting a chance to see those wonderful appliances, whether it's induction or whether it's gas, whether it's electric. Again, find the one so go ahead and peruse, go to one of their many locations and find what works for you. Okay, we'll come back to the menu. So now that that's in the oven, what do we need to do? So now we're doing...
I'm just going to dice these
Diced
tomatoes and get this good and hot again and get ready to start making sauteing the mushrooms and the shallots and the garlic, and then the potatoes will go in and then seasoning.
and then blend it all together? Okay.
Blend it all together.
So as he's doing that, I'm going to talk with Glenn. So Glenn, people who are just being introduced to wine, and I do my Wet Your Whistle Wednesday every other week, and it's always education of wine, but not making it to where it feels so untouchable, right? It's have fun with it, but how would you introduce people that are like, I'm not a wine drinker?
Well, that's what you just said is the downside of the wine business.
Right.
That people are afraid of wine. People are afraid of pronouncing it wrong.
Exactly.
They're afraid of ordering the wrong thing.
Sure.
Using the wrong glassware. I mean, a number of things. Chef and I have had our share of wines out of styrofoam cups. I mean, so glassware is important, but at a dining and a restaurant, you want that. But at a restaurant like ours, I have 40 wines by the glass.
Wow, that's impressive.
So with 40 wines by the glass, a customer can try numerous things. We'll even give them a slight taste of a few different things. If they said, okay, I'm looking for white, I don't want anything too sweet.
Yep.
Well, they probably want something sweet though, because they wouldn't even bring it up otherwise.
Sure.
So I said, okay, well here's 3 wines that might work for you. Let them taste the wines, and they say, okay, I'll take a glass. Before they even buy one glass, they can have a sample.
And that's really what you have to do is I always talk about keeping an open mind and letting someone like Glenn teach you and open up your palate. Look at this. This is all of your wines.
Yes, 40 pages.
You've won from Wine Spectator. How many years?
23.
Woo! Okay.
He
knows what he's doing.
It's the longest streak in Missouri.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
So
I've been there. It was the second year that I entered, we got the second glass award, and then I've got everyone.
what do you think makes you all get all the awards that you do?
Our customers.
Customers.
I mean,
and they keep coming back.
If we didn't have customers to support it, and
Good job, Lou.
and because our customers support it, our ownership and our chef support it.
Yes.
Because if customers aren't supporting it, all of a sudden I've got a 10-page list or a 5-page list
Yep.
instead of a 40-page
Sure.
list because it's economics.
The problem, though, this is more addressing to the people that do say, I don't even know where to begin. There are so many wines on this list, but that's when you don't go at it alone and you ask someone like you to help. Here's what I'm ordering tonight. What pairs best with it?
And say, what do you like? And I've even asked people something as simple as, do you drink black coffee?
Yes.
If you drink black coffee, you're probably going to like red wine.
And that is why my husband and I have such a different palate. He drinks coffee, I can't stand it. He likes bourbon, I don't do brown liquors.
Yeah.
He likes scotch, I like wine. I like martinis. So our palates are drastically different.
And there's no right or wrong. Like we were talking about what wine's going to go with.
Yes. So what would you
the
pair
ribeyes.
with this?
Well, I think it's more important to pair wine with the customer than with the food.
I'm glad you said that. So the old, again, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about Annie Gunn's Smokehouse Market, Chef Lou Rook III, Glenn Bardgett, the wine director. The first and only. the real Monica Adams. We are having fun, as we knew we would, as we're cooking and we're introducing you to wine. I love that we're bringing this up because it was always the mindset, oh, well, you're doing meat, oh, it's red. Oh, you're doing fish, oh, it's white. Now that's all been tossed out.
Well, there are ideal pairings, but if people don't like red wine, there's no point in saying red wine's the only thing that's going to work.
Yeah.
And Lou and I were down in the office a couple of years ago, and we were drinking a first-class, outstanding bottle of German Riesling. Outstanding. And
see, and it's the memories that was created because you just went back there, right?
Because it was a J.J. Prum, one of the great producers in Germany, and we're sitting at the desk and we're working on a menu or something, and chef calls upstairs and says, "Was it a ribeye or a strip? I don't know. A strip." He said, "Bring down a steak." Well, so we're drinking a 7% alcohol Riesling, and he's bringing down a ribeye version of something like this, and. Was it a perfect combination? No, but it was a memorable and fantastic combination.
Yeah.
Wine is for the moment, and if people say I don't like red or I don't like white, or I'm having spicy food, and you want to have wine with it, that spicy food doesn't always work with wine. If it does, you want probably a sweet wine. There's all kinds of ways to look at it, but there's no right or wrong because it's basically. It's not unlike when somebody orders a $90 steak and wants it well done, and chef just cringes.
What do you say when that happens?
I used to say a lot. It's bellowing in my older age.
You can't record. You can't record what he said.
Oh, that's the show I'm waiting to give you. Subscriber only.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure. I've always wondered. Oh my gosh, why would you do this? It's like.
Well.
Shoe leather at that point.
It's like once wine's in that glass for the customer, it's their wine. I was at an event in Napa Valley a couple of years ago, and I saw a winemaker throw an ice cube in a Cabernet.
Oh.
It's his wine.
I know, but what?
Yeah.
But why? Never mind.
It was a 100-degree afternoon.
Oh, okay, that's different.
You know, and.
Well, I've done it to where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is way too warm. Can somebody give me a bucket of ice and I'll set it on there for a little bit?
Absolutely.
But I think there's a lot of people that, again, they might look at this going, see, I don't even know where to begin. I feel like it's too pretentious. I can't even approach wine.
But it's not where you begin, it's to begin.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
You know, take that first step.
Me,
You know, it's
21 years old, wink, wink, my first glass of wine.
Wow.
And it was probably, right. I was probably rolling down the hill in Herman, Missouri drinking whites. Probably. Very sweet.
Yeah.
Until my brother introduced me to red and said, I'm bringing you to the dark side.
I know that hill.
We all know the hill.
We all know
I don't think they allow all that
anymore.
All right, hang on. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to continue. So how much longer do we need in the oven?
Probably about 3 minutes.
Oh, fantastic. So we're close to all this. See how fast he is? Again, we're talking about incredible restaurant. I'm thinking. We'll test. An incredible restaurant. Again, I want you to be introduced to Annie Gunn's. What's your website? Is it just AnnieGuns.com?
AnnieGuns.com.
Yeah. And then from a social media standpoint, Do you know where are you guys most active? Is it Facebook, Instagram? I want them to follow you all.
I'd say Facebook.
Facebook?
Yeah.
So follow them on Facebook and see about the incredible events they have coming up. Again, the Keenan Wine Dinner, where tickets are still available November 13th. Other events are to come. You'll probably be very busy for the holidays. Do you always recommend reservations?
Try.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you go on Open Table or any reservation service, always call anyway.
I was just going to say that because we
Always.
did that and I'm like, I think there's something available, and it was.
Yeah.
But for the holidays, for sure. But I always believe, just you tell me if this is true, isn't it a respect thing to make a reservation?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Rather than just walking in. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, they will try to do everything they can to get you in, but make reservations and then don't get upset if you try to walk in and they can't get you in because those other people made reservations, right?
Exactly.
All right, Annie Gunn's in the Smokehouse Market. We'll have more with Chef Lou and Glenn when we return. Welcome to the mobile Monica version of the Real Monica Adams Show at my favorite restaurant. There's something about a coffee house that's just very warm and welcoming.
Gives you that sense of community.
What are you most proud of since you've opened it?
I cry easily. I'm thankful for everybody here.
You opened the door during the middle of the pandemic. You got the best Italian restaurant in the United States. Here in St. Louis, you put us on the map. Does it scare you? You go through fear?
Terrifying.
So how do you get past the fear?
We find something to laugh about.
Welcome back. Again, it's been a Foodie Friday. We've been having a lot of fun with Annie Gunn's Smokehouse Market. Again, Chef Lou Rook III, Glenn Bardgett, Wine Director. We're going to pair the wines with our food today. So we're just going to break this down for you. We mentioned if you have everything prepped like Chef Lou did, then it's going to obviously take a little bit less time. So by the oven, we did a convection bake, which is obviously cooking it quicker and it's cooking it proper way.
425.
Yes, and it was 11 minutes?
11 minutes.
And then 3-4 minutes here?
Yeah, we're just trying to, I roasted the potatoes in the oven. So you can like dice your potatoes, coat them in olive oil, salt and pepper, throw them in your oven, let them brown a little bit. But don't take them to mushy because you're gonna go into the pan because we're getting all this good, beautiful browning on here now because this burner's amazing.
I know, right? That's why we're talking about the slime and appliances. So now, even though he hasn't, maybe you want an induction stove at any gun.
You never know. So
Where would you get that induction stove from?
I don't know.
Slime and Appliances.
Well, then that'd be industrial.
Very, very true. So I was going through and I said, oh, he is going to use a little bit of that Keenan Chardonnay. So some people might be like, wait a minute, that's a really good wine. Should I use that for cooking?
Well, you should cook with wine that you would drink.
Right. I think people always think that we're going to use wine that they don't like.
And that's
I'm like,
the rule. I mean, it's not a
that
rule,
smells
but it's
good.
the way you should look at
See,
it.
that smells great because he used a good wine.
That was an attitude for years. You find a wine that you don't like and you just use it for cooking.
Not good idea.
That's like throwing bad olive oil into food or bad butter into food. I mean,
Don't ever do that.
don't.
I love me some good olive oil, by the way. So we went through and talked about Chef Lou's picks. We talked about little appetizers. I mentioned the soup. We had a little background story of that. You are open, by the way, for those of you that don't know, they're open for lunch and dinner. You open at 11 a.m.?
11.
What days are you closed?
Just Monday.
Mondays. Mondays only.
Closed
You have
on
a
Monday.
very popular brunch on Sundays, I understand. People are waiting at the door.
Not really brunch, but it is lunch.
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 Oh, okay. So, yeah, I've heard people.
But they are waiting at the door.
That's what I've heard.
Sunday's really a great time to come in the afternoon.
Church and Annie Gunn's. Faith.
That's what happens.
I like that.
All right, so
I like
right
that
now,
comparison. Yeah.
what would you say is your absolute favorite on the dinner menu?
Roasted chicken.
Roasted chicken. What about the lunch menu?
Oh boy, probably the duck confit right now.
Okay. And I understand, and I've never had it, so now I just need to go in and have a great glass of wine and a burger. You get one of the best burgers in St. Louis.
Oh my gosh.
We make it every day.
How's my husband? He's a huge burger fan. What's in that burger? Look, he's not going to give me secrets.
It is prime brisket,
Okay.
chuck flap, tri-tip, and then the trimmings from our ribeyes and our prime strips.
Wow.
So it's the real deal.
And then
there's only 2 people that make it, me and Chef Edward.
Chef Edward and you.
So very
Some of the best.
consistent, made fresh every day, delicious.
So what would you, I mean, is it just the burger and the meat itself, or what do you have on there that people are coming back for?
You know, we put our seasoning blend on it, salt, pepper, garlic, and then it's just cooked to their liking, and it's good brioche bun, and
Any cheese?
if they want it, they can request it.
What's your favorite?
I think my favorite's Swiss, like
Swiss,
a Gruyere.
yeah. What would you pair with that?
When I started there, I would never have ordered American cheese on a burger. But now that's all I order.
Really?
Yeah, I got indoctrinated in the American cheese, which is really no different than Velveeta, really, for the most part.
It's kids' cheese.
But it melts really nicely.
I like spicy, so I would make them have it spicy.
Jalapeno jack.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really like all the cheese. I'm not a big American person. Cheese, I don't know, I love
He's
it.
like, wait, cheese.
Yeah, cheese, everybody get that straight. Love America.
We're going to use it as a soundbite and turn it around.
No, but you know, the cheddar, you know, we work with a dairy in Wisconsin called Widmer. We get all our cheddar direct from them. The jalapeno jack is Maple Leaf Farm, which is a distinct jack producer in Indiana. The Swiss is actually an Emmentaler out of Iowa.
Oh, yum.
I mean, so all the cheeses are not just like plastic.
Yeah.
Which that's what you get sometimes
Correct.
when you just have these mass-produced cheeses. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Well,
But that's,
Get
you know,
the
and then we
best.
have a beautiful Gorgonzola, Verde Dolce, just creamy and rich for
that's
the
what
blue.
I would like to try on a burger, I think.
Blue cheese on a burger.
Yeah.
Oh, it's delicious.
Absolutely. All right, so we are going to try this masterpiece. We're going to try it with a couple of wines. As we do this in our wrap-up, if I have to ask you for one, and I know this is going to be very, 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 very difficult because you have had a storied career, what is your absolute favorite wine you've ever had in your career?
Oh, boy. Mm-hmm. That's a rough one.
Yep.
It's more of a favorite memory than a favorite wine.
Okay.
Had an Aubryon Blanc at Tony's.
Okay. That's the
Soup.
original Tony's.
At
Soup.
Tony's?
Tony's on Market?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a stupid money purchase, but Aubryon Blanc is one of the classic wines of the world.
Tell them what it would cost.
Oh, at that time it might have been a few hundred, but
Now?
now it would have been gazillions.
Gazillions.
But you know, one of the reasons I've got 800 wines on a wine list is because I want to offer as many moderate price wines as possible.
Yeah.
You can look at our list and not even go over $40 or $50
Right.
and have
I'm
tremendous
glad you
selection
said
of
that.
different
Because I
things.
think everybody always thinks, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I can't afford 100. Well, then don't.
Yeah.
Find a good bottle of wine. I mean, there's some incredible. We should do an entire show with you on a Wet Your Whistle, just you and I sitting down, tasting wines that are $20 a bottle up, right? And then
wanna
do
be
like a
there.
blind tasting. Come on.
I gotta be there.
He's like, wait a minute, don't leave me out.
The-
Come into our speakeasy here at Adventure Unknown.
The wine challenge is when you can find a really great wine at a price, to go up in quality is really expensive. That
Yeah.
one extra bit of excitement or interest could be triple the price.
Sure.
So, I mean, these are all prices. There's a price on the steak. There's a price on
Exactly.
the potatoes. There's a price on the glassware. And you make a business decision when you're looking at these.
I
And-
love that you said the two of you have had good wine out of a styrofoam cup. That just
Oh.
makes me laugh. A little red Solo cup.
Little plastic cups.
Yeah.
Any cup
Late
that's
at night.
available.
Hey, you got some good wine open. All I have is a plastic cup. Well, let's drink it.
Can you hand me a spoon,
I can.
please?
Boom.
Big spoon. I got a big spoon for you.
I might need
Gosh,
2 of
this
those,
looks
actually.
delicious.
Whoop.
I just need to
Come on,
taste it.
step on your feet. All right, one more time. Annie Gunn. So go to annieguns.com. Find out about their lunch, their dinner, as well as the events that are coming up. So the next for the wine dinners is November 13th. Tickets are still available. 2015 wines, and again, 4 courses, including an appetizer, as well as a dessert course. Sounds like a wonderful night. Sounds like you should also hire Uber for that night because it's going to be a big one. So we have been making incredible food in our Slyman Brothers kitchen, and we're going to pair it up with some wines as well. So I asked him from a wine standpoint, what's the best dish you've ever tasted and made in your career?
Oh my God.
Oh.
I like asking the tough questions.
That is a tough one. Best ever. Oh my goodness. I mean, I I don't know. Maybe this roasted vegetable dish I had at Alain Ducasse in Monaco.
Well,
Because I can remember everything about it, and it was vegetables.
He just wanted to mention Monaco.
well, and by the way, I can't wait to get off air and ask you about that because that is on the bucket list for my husband. He's a big fan of Formula One, so he wants to go to Monaco
I tell you
Bay.
what, it's pretty cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
But I think that would have, because we had so much food and on that trip, and I can still remember this vegetable dish that they made. It was just like
I did not expect him to say
mind
vegetable.
altering.
Why?
I mean, I love, obviously I love my food,
Sure.
but at the same time, there's all kinds of great stories. But that dish was really
Interesting. I love the stories that are made over great food and great wine. There's so many memories. Create the memories, by the way. And would you agree, because life is so precious, open your good wine.
Oh, absolutely.
I was taught that in Napa.
I had a lady years ago when I was on the retail side. She said, how long does champagne keep in the refrigerator? And I said, oh, a few months or something. I said, what do you have? She said, I have a Dom Perignon. It's been in the refrigerator for like 18 years or something.
holy cow.
And I looked at her and said,
Why?
you haven't had anything to celebrate in 18 years? I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
I'm so sorry for you. I was embarrassed that she had nothing to celebrate. I said, you had at least 18 birthdays.
Drink your good wine.
Absolutely.
Okay, you ready to taste?
I think we're ready.
We're going to take our final break, and it's taste time. We'll also tell you about how you can get your favorite restaurants, your favorite chefs on a future Foodie Friday. So don't go anywhere. Our wrap up of our Foodie Friday in our Simon Brothers kitchen coming up next.
Thankful to Monica for having me on the show here today. I just love having the opportunity to try and help other people. There are a lot of people in my life that were there for me in my time of need, and that was important for me today to talk to Monica about that. You can get low and then work yourself back up to where you want to be, and people around you can help you do that. Surround yourself with the right people. That's what Monica tries to do here with this show. In fact, I know that's what she wants to do, is she wants people that are like-minded to help each other, to point each other in the right direction, to lift each other up, not put each other down. It was amazing for me to sit in here and talk with Monica, and hopefully it helps somebody along the way. I know that every show that she puts on is fantastic. It's worth your while to be tuning in every single day. Don't worry about some of the negativity around the world, whether it's on TV and this, that, the other. Tune in here to Monica and let her tell her story as well as her guests tell their story. There's always something that you can get from somebody else. And if you pick up just one little thing that helps you, that makes this a success. And that is why I'm here with Monica today.
Welcome back. One of my favorite Foodie Fridays so far, I have to say. This one could go on for hours because we'd have so many memories to share. But all those memories, as we were talking about, truly always lead back to really good food, great friends, and normally good wine, okay? So if you're just tuning in, you've missed it all, so go back and watch the beginning. Annie Gunn's and the Smokehouse Market, located in the Chesterfield Valley. We're talking to Chef Lou Rook III, Glenn Bardgett, Wine Director with Smokehouse Market and Annie Gunn's. So if you are just tuning in and you're like, wait a minute, what have they been making? One more time.
Roasted prime ribeye with a chanterelle mushroom Yukon gold potato hash.
And he's going to carve it up for us, and then we're going to taste. So as you do so, Chef, we are going to pair it with what?
Well, I brought two wines that will both work because there's no one wine for anything.
Right.
Everything has multiple possibilities. So red meat doesn't have to be red. You could do rosé, you could do sparkling, you could do a complicated white. Generally, people are going to do red. And I brought two reds, both of them. We've got Zinfandel, which is an American.
Not white Zinfandel.
It's an American grape that came from Europe. Mm-hmm. It's American now. It's not. We don't grow Zinfandel in other places typically. So you have Zinfandel from Francis Ford Coppola,
Love it.
and we have a Stonehill Norton from Herman, Missouri.
Homage to Missouri.
So you have a red wine from an American grape from Missouri, a red wine American grape from Europe.
Okay.
So these are both nearly 100% both American varieties.
So that's what I think is going to be fun is as we all get a taste to say, oh, I like this. Or, wow, now it's changing. And ideally, especially when they have these dinners like they have coming up November 13th, slow down and enjoy the company that you're with. Listen to the wine director, listen to the chef come out and tell you what they've made. Slow down with it and let that wine open up. And maybe you are like, oh, well, let me try this one with it now, and you find something different. This hash, by the way, looks incredible. So we talked about the forks. It's 3 forks out of 5, according to Chef Lou. So yeah, I think he said the longest was chopping up the potatoes.
Yeah. And you can slice the potato. You can do anything you want. That's one thing I want everybody to listen about. Recipes are ideas. You do things the way you like it. If you want to change the way something's cut, if you want to change the amount of pepper, salt, cooking's meant to be fun. Like Glennie was talking about wine earlier. It's intimidating to some people.
Right.
These are supposed to be moments just like we're doing, just relaxing.
Yes.
We're having fun with this.
Grabbing a plate, enjoying your time together. And we've got a 4th one over here for you for Zach. We're not going to forget you, Zachy. You know, that's the thing, is from a chef standpoint in cooking. You want a knife too?
Well, you might need a knife.
I might need a knife?
Cut that piece of meat a little bit.
So from a, well, you probably don't want one. I don't think you want one of these knives.
No,
You want to use one of those?
I'll just use this.
Yeah. So from a cook standpoint, as opposed to baking is a true science. Like if they alter it at all, right? But from cooking, it's here, play around with this, play around. We did that, by the way, with the chili last week. Okay, this is the Zin?
This is the Zin. This
Good
is from the
notes.
Inglenook Winery in Napa Valley, owned by Francis Ford Coppola, the movie producer. And we did a dinner with this winery a couple of weeks ago at Annie Gunn's, and this was the only non-traditional wine in the group. They're all from Inglenook fruit, but this was a wine. It's Adizio Panino Zinfandel. Panino is his grandmother, and he got his mother chastised Francis because everything had Coppola on it, except, and she said, why are we only talking about Coppola? Why don't we talk about the Panino side of the family? So he made a wine for his grandmother because his mother was calling him on the carpet for not supporting the mama side of the family.
Listen to mama.
Yeah. So, but it's all England fruit. So it's in Rutherford in the heart of Napa Valley, and should be dynamite with this.
So I'm doing this first. Would you recommend that we taste the food first before we have the wine?
Wine, food.
Wine. Oh, I did it wrong.
Get
All right.
get the taste of the wine in your
Wine,
mouth.
then food,
And then
wine.
then wine
okay,
after.
so I did food, wine, food.
Oh, you can start over. Yeah.
Oh, this is yummy. Did you taste this already?
It's delicious.
That's a
isn't
good.
it?
That's a good.
A glass
Zen.
full of blackberries.
Okay. So I'm starting over. Wine, food, and you know how to cook.
I'm still learning. Every day.
From 9 years old on.
There you go.
Now wine.
That's really
And you know how to pair.
That's really good.
I love these guys, and you will as well, by the way. One more time. Annie Gunn's, okay? Chesterfield Valley. AnnieGuns.com. Follow them on social media. Again, most active, as they mentioned, on Facebook. Don't forget about the Keenan Wine Dinner coming up on November 13th. Some incredible food. We gave you some of Chef Lou's favorites. I'm just going to go in there and have some good wine and a burger. I'm telling you, that just sounds like a blast to me. Whether it is dinner, lunch, happy hours, or using their new space. Once again, it's called Falchette. Falche. Go to that, and maybe if you've got something coming up for, again, corporation, you've got birthdays, you've got anniversaries, you've got a wedding, funerals. I think, that, again, we all gather, but it's true. I mean, every funeral you think afterwards, you gather somewhere for really good food. So remember Annie Gunn's in the Smokehouse Market. Trust me on this. Once you've introduced yourself, you'll go back for more and more and more. If you have a favorite chef or restaurant that you would like for us to feature on a future Foodie Friday, please let me know. Shoot me an email at info@therealmonicaadams.com. This has been a blast, my friends. You will see us at that dinner, by the way. Can't wait for that. And to all of you, thank you so much.
The Real Monica Adams Show is brought to you by Exist Stretch. Stop by for your free consultation and 30-minute introductory stretch today.